Texas high school football, among many other things as well.
Yeah, CJ Starr, by the way, coming up at Slapsticks this week. Top 5 scary playmakers in college football.
Pro wrestling show coming. TBD.
Yeah.
Don't tease everybody.
Yeah. TBD. Well, that doesn't say anything that's not true. It's TBD. Yeah. It's absolutely TBD. Top 5 scary playmakers in college football. Number 5, Master Teague, running back, Ohio State. This dude is a monster. He's going to have a huge year. He's on Bruce Feldman's freaks list, as a couple of these guys are, but a guy who is going to wreck it in the Big Ten this year. And if you see those pictures there, he's clearly carved out of some stone.
Yeah,
he's definitely one of those annual freaks that Feldman points out. Definitely been hearing about him for quite a while now. Cool name, Major Teague. That's just an awesome kind of name. But yeah, big expectations for him. Huge expectations for the Buckeyes, obviously. But yeah, definitely could see him as being one of the most anticipated guys this year.
Number 4, John Metchie III from Alabama. Looks like a guy who got a little bit lost, could get lost in the shuffle last year, when they start the year with Jalen Waddell and Devontae Smith, who's the Heisman Trophy winner. But he's the next one in line. Not a big dude, not a guy who's, Amari Cooper size.
Devontae Smith wasn't a big dude either.
Yeah, Devontae Smith, he could rent one of those cars I got you in Iowa and be completely comfortable. When I get your Chevy Volt. Yeah, he's not a big guy.
Worst experience ever traveling.
Hey, it was cheap, man.
Worse than a red eye that gets canceled.
It was just you. All right. Just you in a suitcase.
Yeah, I mean, the next man up at receiver at Alabama, is going to be an absolute stud. He definitely took advantage of the injury situation to Jalen Waddle last year, and it's like, you lose Devontae Smith, and you're like, next. It's insane the amount of talent that they have.
Yeah. Number 3, Marvin Mims at Oklahoma, a great freshman year last year, and this is a guy who I think is going to dominate in the Big 12 this year.
Yeah, he was very good early for Oklahoma, just as a young player, and now their receiver room's cleared out a little bit, some of it due to transfers, guys like Charleston Rambo, or some of it's the NFL with guys, a couple years back with the CeeDee Lamb types, but Oklahoma always has some solid wide receivers. He just appears to be like that next great one. You're right, and the flashes he showed last year, and then now you add another year of being in the weight room, and then what they can do with that offense. They've revamped their run game a little bit. Yeah, I expect Mims to have a monster year.
Yeah, number 2, Naya Smith from Texas A&M. This is a guy who can play all of the field. He's going to line up mostly in the slot at wide receiver, but he's going to line up at running back. He's going to do a ton of things for Jimbo Fisher and that offense. And last year scored a team-high 10 touchdowns. I actually expect that number to go up this year. And he's on an offense that has Isaiah Spiller on it, who's a dude at running back.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that quarterback question, you'd feel tremendous about A&M, and even with that quarterback question, you think you still feel really good because, as you pointed out, they've got some big-time players coming back. Spiller's definitely one of those. I feel like he's a little underrated still somehow. But,
Spiller?
Yeah.
Oh, it seemed like he's got a good I don't know if he's a pro body as a running back, because you never know, because you got guys
big.
He seems to me to be kind of he seemed very physical, but yet he can still take it the distance. Yeah.
But it's always fun to watch the guys in college football that can do a little bit of everything. That's why Rondale Moore was a lot of fun. Not that he did a lot of everything, but he's so dynamic, and Naya Smith is super dynamic. He's a freak show. Had a huge year last year, and yeah, definitely one of the people to watch this season.
Yeah, number 1, the only defensive player on this list, but Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU. He's great in the kick return game, and you don't want to throw it over there. Because it can go the other way in a hurry. He's going to be, I would assume, a top 5 pick in the draft if his trajectory continues on where it is. But he is a guy back there.
He's a guy?
He's a guy. He's one.
Is he an alpha dog?
No, I'll tell you what.
He's an alpha dog.
He's one where after you throw it over there and the coach goes, why'd you throw it to that damn guy? Yeah. Why'd you throw it? That's what he's going to say.
He's one that may not end up with too many interceptions because not many of them are going to come his way for him to take back
who's going to
the other way.
The only teams that are going to throw over there are like Alabama.
Yeah.
And A&M, like the ones who are super confident. The rest of the team, like when Florida's there with Emory Jones, who's young, they're not going to throw over there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off. I
go
didn't
ahead.
mean to. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, that's the beauty of the talent they have in that secondary. And Stingley, he's a top 5 like mock draft guy right now. I don't know. You know how that goes. I mean, unless you're like a
Sure.
Trevor Lawrence or something, by the time it gets there, there'll be some knock on him or whatever. But he's pegged as a top 5 type of player, rightfully so. Super talent. Super lockdown corner. And I don't know a lot about LSU in terms of like really what to expect this year. But I do expect
They'll
Derek
bounce
Stingley
back,
to be an
yeah.
All-American type player for the Tigers, no doubt.
Here's the thing about that Haynes King, who I hope is incredibly successful because I love the family and have known his dad for so long at Longview. He's going to throw a pass against LSU, and Stingley's going to take it the other way or pick it off. He's going to look at his coach and goes, I don't remember Pine Tree having those type of players, or
Yeah, I remember
maybe even
Derek
John
Stingley's
Tyler.
and I mean, there might be a Derek Stingley that. No, I don't even say that. There's been some corners come out of East Texas, but not
Bobby
a Derek
Taylor.
Stingley. Yeah, and that was
There you go.
1990s. Yeah.
All right. Thanks to Hayden. Thanks as well, Hakeem. I hope you had a great